Okay, in this lesson, I want to give you a kind of understanding on how to work with vectors in real life. So this is just like a little preview thing that allows you to bring in a sketch and vectorize it. Okay, so open or new, and I'm going to choose a letter. I'm going to bring in one of my sketches that I did, and let's say I make a box first. While the box is still highlighted, I can go File, Place, and choose something. I'm going to choose my rude cat here. And there it is. So you don't need real huge resolution to actually pull this off. You can get away with just any kind of old sketch. What I do like doing is working big and going small. Okay, so holding shift, I'm going to drag that out a little bit and fit it just right to that 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Okay, so as you said, not nothing to write home about, just a little cartoon character. I'm not going to live trace this. Actually, what I'm going to do is go to layers and make sure it's on its own layer, which it is. Make a new layer and lock this one. That way I can't touch it. I'm doing this the old fashioned way. Okay, go to the pen tool, pick out elements that make sense. In other words, this whole head region right here is one big vector. Okay, so I'm going to work on it first, a background vector. Alright, where does it start and stop? Well, it could start and stop anywhere. So click with the pen tool. This picture will be available to students if they want, or they can use their own sketch. Whoa. There we go. So it's a little click and drag motion. It's not like just click, 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 click. It's more like click, drag. And if you make a mistake, just hit undo. Click, drag. And when you put a corner point down, that's when you can go around a curve and click and drag. I probably picked the hardest thing for students. I didn't even think about these little whisker things. Now, at this point, I really have a hard time seeing. That's common. So, what I can do is make sure the Appearance tab is there, go to the Fill, and hit this line, and it'll get rid of that. And then I can continue on my merry way making vector lines. Corner point. So I'm going all the way around the head. Now, when I get to something like this, I'm going to undo a couple times, and I'm just going to go around this object. I'm not going to go into it. And after a while, you're going to get really fast at making vectors. Really quick. It's going to be like second nature to click and drag it rather than actually go in here and just sketch. Last one, I'm just going to click once. That completes it. Okay, there we go. I have my first vector done. And now what I can do is go to my layers and make sure I have this. Let's say the cat is going to be purple. Sure, let's go purple. Alright, so there we go. Got my first vector done. And that's the head. And I want to take and make all the elements on the head. Meaning that if I drop this down and make a sublayer, this is alright. Okay, let's make a new layer right here and click and drag it into the layers and name this layer head by double clicking on it. There's a head, And there's the first part of the head. Now what I could do is lock that and hide it. I do both. Alright, so the next element is going to be maybe this mask in area right here. Maybe this area right here is going to be a lighter shade. So I work my way back. Okay, so pen tool. I'm going to trace out this element. And I can keep fill on. It all depends if you find it annoying to look at or not. At some point it might get in your way, however. I'm going to undo a few times, and back up and go up this way. So it is getting in my way, so I can go to appearance, go to fill, and uncheck it. And here I go, all the way around the object. And then connect. Okay, this might be a lighter purple, so I'm going to go in here and choose this purple. Make sure that's on another layer. And there I go. I got two vectors already traced out. Okay, hide both. Now the next layer, I'm going to choose something else by making a new layer. And maybe work on this eye. Okay, and maybe put the another eye just on the same layer. All I did was go to the selection tool and then went back to the pen tool. In case you're lost there. Okay, these elements I might want white. Okay, so they're on top. Alright, in the next video I show you a little bit more about this. I'm going to do the head only, and then I'm going to have you do the rest of the body.